Today I'll be showing you all of my Disney Princess fig pens. I have 12 pens to show you, so we'll take a look at the pens and then we'll go into the app and uncover all the hidden details and get their fig pen power. Which Disney princess will have the highest fig pen power? We'll find out. It's the Battle of the Disney Princesses. So let's take a look at the pens. So we'll start with Snow White, and if you are new to fig pens, I left this one in the box so you can kind of see how they come. So they're in these clear cases, so you can display them many different ways. This is the kind of outside wrapper that says Fig Pen, Snow White 223. So we can open this up. We'll take this wrapper off. So now you lose the fig pen Snow White part, because that goes with the wrapper. And so now it's just a white base. Some of them are black bases, but all the princess ones in here are white. And then you have Snow White in this display case with the card in the background. And then the back of the card has a picture of what the pen looks like. Now they have changed these recently. Now it's just writing, talking about the Fig Pen app and how to go get the app and put your fig pens into the app, which is kind of a bummer because I really like the artwork on these. So then you just open them up like this, and then you have the pen on the stand, and then the backer card, which this is the key design. I actually have some pens from Pink a la Mode that have these keys as a pen, which is really nice. Some of my favorite princess pens. Then you have the backer card, which will then say Snow White 223. Push that out of the way, and so then now you have the pen that's on the stand. So you can see Snow White here, bow in her hair, and then her usual dress that everyone is used to seeing her in. And they're about 3 inches tall, and these have 3 pen posts, and they're up on this clear stand right here. Like that, and then most of these are a silver tone finish like this, and there is a serial number right under here. You can kind of see it, a little different color right there. That's where the serial number's at. I'm not going to show that to you because then you could enter that in and then it goes into the app in your collection instead of mine. But this whole piece is the backer, or the pin back, so that comes off like that, and then you can see the stand like that. So you can pin these to a pin board, you can put them on the stand, or you can put them in the case with the backer, because it kind of looks good like that, or you can put it in the case without the backer, so then they're just protected in the case. So lots of different ways you can display fig pens. So next we have Cinderella. So she is in a blue dress, and it's not glitter, but they made it look like it's all sparkly just with the artwork, the design of the pen. See her dress right there, and we can get closer. Lots of detail on fig pens. They're always really nice. You can see her really good there. And then this is a cutout right there. You're just seeing through, you're just looking through the back and you're seeing the pin back. So if I pull this off here, you can see that it is actually a cutout. 2 cutouts in her hair and right there. Super nice pen, and these are pretty thick too. These are really thick pens. And here we have Ariel, and she's in her kind of a bluish green dress, and she is combing her hair with a dingle hopper. Get in closer here. You can see the design there. You can see her earrings and everything. Very cool. Here we have Belle. I am showing these in order of their fig pen number. So these first 5 or so are the older series. So this one's Belle in her yellow dress, and she is carrying a book. So we can get a little closer here. Very cool. And now we have Jasmine, and she is standing here holding the lamp. In hers, they did a really good job here too. This really looks like glitter too, but when you get close, it's not glitter. It's just in the artwork. It's in the design, but really cool look to it. And then she's holding the lamp. Very nice. So now we have Aurora, And this is up in the 600 number now. So the first 5 were down in the 200s, and this is up in 600. Still the Disney Princess line of fig pens, and this is very similar to Cinderella's dress with the little stars, making it look like it's really shiny. So we get a close look here. Now we have Moana. This one's pretty cool because she actually is holding something, so she has a prop. So she's got an oar, so that's pretty cool. None of the other ones were really holding anything. So you can see all the details in her clothes here. So now we have Mulan, and this one is super nice. Lots of detail down here in the dress. We can start up here. Super nice. But yeah, see all the detail in the green part of her dress, and then all the designs in the yellow part. Has all the little sparkles in there too. Here's Pocahontas, also a cool one. See her earrings, all the jewelry. And now we have Tiana, super cool dress. Lots of sparkles on this one too. See, she's got her tiara, necklace. Really cool dress design. Now we have a few exclusive ones. This is Merida, and she is a retailer exclusive to Fry Guy Pens. So if you want this one, you have to go to Fry Guy Pens. They have a lot of exclusive fig pens. We have Merida with her bushy red hair, and she's actually got her bow and some arrows. You can see the design on her belt right there. It's pretty cool. On the bottom of her dress. This is a super nice one too. And we have Rapunzel, and she is also a Fry Guy Pens exclusive. So if you want Rapunzel, that's where you have to get it. This one is super awesome too. She's got a lot of detail in her dress, and her hair, of course, is all the way down to the floor. Has a lot of little kind of sparkles to it. And then Merida and Rapunzel are actually a black tone finish. So these ones are actually a little different than the other 10 that I have here. So they have a little different look on the front when you see that black tone shining on the edge. Okay, so I just finished putting in all 12 of the princesses into the FigPen app. So Rapunzel was the last one I did, so I just typed in the serial number, and now it's in my collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch this one, and it'll say this FigPen launched on November 25th. And so I clicked launch, so I am the 241st person to launch this one. And then I also need to move Rapunzel to my princess shelf. So I created different shelves here. Disney Princess, Disney, Disney Parks, FigPen Mini, and then a FigPen logo pen. So there's 11 princesses, so I'm gonna add Rapunzel to that. So now there should be 12. And so then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna launch each one of them, and then we can actually check for, well, let's just go one by one here. So check for a sequence bonus, which there's not gonna be one for this, because it's 1,218th out of the 1,500. But they do have a cohort, so that means 10% of these were claimed, so I can click that and get a bonus on that. So then we're gonna go ahead and claim now there, so that'll give us another 10 story points, which is increasing Rapunzel's FigPen power here. And then this one, of course, is a retired pen, never made again. And this one, if we tap on this, this is worth 100 points, I believe. Yeah, so that's 100 points. So that's huge. So Rapunzel's FigPen power jumped up to 11,000. So any of Princess pens that have been retired, that's gonna be my highest FigPen power. So Rapunzel that's as high as I can get her right now. I can do boosts and stuff like that, but that's as good as she gets. So we go out to my fig pens, and then I have the Disney Princess section here, and I have them ranked by FigPen power. So Belle is my lowest FigPen power right now with 1750, and then Rapunzel is my highest at 11,020. So I'll go ahead and just go through these real quick. Okay, so I went through and launched all of the fig pins, and then I did any cohorts and retired pins or anything like that. So it's as far as I can take all of these without doing boosts, or when they hit 20% claimed, you'll get another 10 points. So our highest fig pin power is Mulan with 13,140. Wow. We could give some of them a boost. So I have, if we go to my dashboard here, probably have to refresh that. I do have 4 boosts a day because I have 2,000 collector score here. So I can give some of these a boost if you go to the unlocker room. So these should show up because I did just unlock them. Of course, we have to look for them. Can we look for my username? Let's see. I can. There we go. That's a good shortcut. So I should give my higher ones the boost. So if Mulan is my highest one, I can boost her. Give her one of my boosts, which will help her out. Let's see, who else do we want to boost? Tiana was up there. Give Tiana a boost. And who else we have? Pocahontas, Cinderella. We should give Merida a boost, and then Rapunzel a boost, because those two were the retail exclusive ones. So we just have to find Rapunzel here. There's Rapunzel, so we'll give Rapunzel a boost. Okay, so then I am all out of boosts to give for today. So let's go back into our collection here. And so some of them went up a little bit. It wasn't enough to change anything. So there we go. We have all 12 of the Disney princesses put into the FigPin app, and we can see their FigPin power. So the Battle of the Princess was won by Mulan. So Mulan's sitting at top with 13,213 FigPin power. And I think what really helped her is the sequence number. So she was the 1,046th pin out of 5,000. So that's on the lower end of that range. So I did get 47 points. That helps out the factory score there. So if you look at that compared to Merida was 953 out of 1,500. So a lot less Merida pins were made, but 953 is kind of more towards the top side of that sequence. So I only got 35 points there. So I think that's kind of the difference between Mulan, Merida, and I thought Rapunzel would be higher up there because she is a retailer exclusive, very similar to Merida, but her score was even worse with this one. She was the 1,218th pin made out of the 1,500, so she's even further down at the end of the manufacturing batch. So I only got 30 factory scores, so she's only sitting at 58 total for factory score, and those are the scores you can't change. You can change the story score, but you can't change the factory score. So Rapunzel ends up down in 5th place so far, but I can boost her, I can boost other ones, so I'll probably keep boosting the top ones, and maybe her just because she is an exclusive one. See if we can get her higher on my list here. But yeah, there we go. Mulan won it all. Those were my Disney Princess Fig Pins. Which one was your favorite out of these 12? My favorite here is Rapunzel. She's one of my favorite Disney princesses, so she is my favorite pin out of this collection. So I've had these sitting down here for quite a while, so it was good to finally get them opened up and put into the FigPin app so I can see all their hidden details and get their FigPin power. And the winner here out of this collection was Mulan. So she was the one with the highest FigPin power out of my collection. So out of your collection, it could be very different. So it just depends on the serial number of your FigPin and where they are in the sequence number and all of that. it can really change the Figpin Power score. So your collection, you could have these 12, they could be ranked completely different. That's what's fun about Figpins. So I do have a lot more Figpins to show you, including some Disney villains, which will be just like this. I think I have 11 or 12 Disney villains, so that one will be fun too. So keep your eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.